next. It could be the showstopper of the night. The vicious serve, Bojan Velickovic takes on the specialist Gilbert Smith at welterweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the RFA octagon, fighting out of the blue corner, Bojan Velickovic.
The Prometheus, Bojan Velickovic, born in Novi Sad, Serbia, came to the US for the first time in 2011, got his permanent visa this year. Now fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida. 2 knockouts, 7 submissions. He comes off a second round victory over Nikolai Alexakin at the Tesla Fighting Championships in June. 12-week camp in prep for this one. Sporting a decent black eye on his right eye too. And we asked Velickovic yesterday, how did you get the right eye all blackened up and reddened? And he said, I slipped on a banana peel and my head hit the table. Oldest excuse in the book, Pat.
He's got a good sense of humor. ATT putting out some serious horses. He's just another one coming up.
Please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Gilbert Jamal Smith.
Jersey now fights out of Denver, Colorado. First appearance in RFA, but we've seen him plenty of times here on Access TV. Gilbert the Specialist Smith. 6 submissions, 3 decisions. Comes off a first round submission over Ben Brewer at Legacy 34 back on August 29. High school wrestler. Made it to the Ultimate Fighter 17. Had 1 tour in Iraq, was a soldier in the Army in IT Tech. Always exciting, Pat, to see Gilbert Smith in the cage.
Yeah, and I was watching him earlier in the fitness center, working out with his boxing coach. He's moving pretty well, but he's gonna have to be very careful with the Serbian fighter because the Serb can strike, man. This guy can bang. So I think Gilbert needs to make him think he's gonna be boxing and get those wrestling takedowns and put Velickovic on his back.
Hell to tape for this one. It could be the show stealer here tonight. Velickovic is the younger by 8 years. He is the taller by a substantial amount. Only a slight inch reach, a half an inch in the arms. The legs, interestingly, are even, which is kind of strange given how tall Velickovic is, but he is very long in the body, if not as long in the legs. Let's go to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the RFA welterweight division and is brought to you by New Breed Nutrition. Are you the new breed? Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6'1", weighing in at 170 pounds, holding a professional record of 9 wins, 2 losses. Training out of American Top Team and fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Bojan Velickovic. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, stands 5'9", weighing in at 170.6 pounds, holding a professional record of 9 wins, 3 losses. Training out of Victory, Factory X, Castle Rock, BJJ, and Hustle Hard. Fighting out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, Gilbert Jamal Smith.
Theus, the final instructions, the intense stare down that Gilbert Smith always possesses. This one should be an absolute rip snorter. Pat, this is the one that you and I have really been looking forward to on this card.
Going to come down to Gilbert getting takedowns or not, I think. He's got heavy hands. He can hurt Velickovic, but really gonna have to put the muscle on him, I think.
Clash of round kicks early on here. Gilbert Smith comes in at minus 135. Velickovic at minus 105. Thanks to Nick Kalikas.
Gilbert doing a good job. Sorry, Gilbert doing a good job right now of getting the serve to think he's boxing with him.
Quick lead hand there of Velickovic. Wild overhand left from the southpaw Velickovic. Two southpaws in the ring at the moment. As always, Gilbert Smith looking ripped, stripped and striated. Outside leg kick, and there's the kick to the forearm from Velickovic.
Gilbert Smith did a good job of driving him all the way across the cage, landing the double jab and then the overhand.
Overhand from Smith, back to Sensei Kang. What a first minute here of the opening round. Gets the head out, dances out of the way of the overhand left. The size of the traps here on Gilbert Smith.
Oh, he's jacked. He's doing a pretty good job so far boxing. Nice job parrying that jab.
Nice jab from Velickovic. Velickovic on the balls of his feet. Gilbert Smith a lot more flat-footed here. Pouring with the jab, looking to throw the cross off the left Velickovic. Body head, Gilbert Smith, three-punch combination. How do you do?
Beautiful right hand to the body, then up to the upstairs with the right and then the left. That was slick.
Gilbert calling Velickovic forward. He catches him with a third and a fourth.
That's not the kind of attack that a guy will expect. Gilbert just didn't stop pursuing and didn't stop throwing, and that's why he landed that.
Gilbert Smith just trying to manhandle Velickovic. Throws the knee now. Velickovic puts him against the cage.
Gilbert Smith forcing the striker to look for takedowns.
Little popping right hand there from Gilbert Smith. I don't believe Gilbert actually on his record has any knockouts yet. 6 submissions, 3 decision wins, no KOs.
Well, he's looking forward tonight, buddy.
He is. Busy fighter, busy family man, 3 children, Gilbert Smith. We met his youngest son yesterday. He does it of a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old and an 11-year-old.
I asked the 11-year-old if he was a good wrestler, as good as his dad. He said, Gilbert said, he's better than me, buddy.
See if he goes for those hooks again here, Gilbert Smith. Trying to sucker Velickovic in. Will the Serb take the bait?
Taunting him.
Oh, high left roundhouse! Velickovic dropped him!
Gilbert got to get an underhook there and move his hips. Clipped him right on the top of the dome.
Long legs, you've got to be careful not to drop your hands. And the elbows now trying to hack the ear off of Gilbert Smith.
Gilbert was doing very good in this round, was winning this round. He's got to get his position back and get his wits back.
Half guard for Velickovic. The corner of Gilbert Smith saying control his posture, Gil.
Boy, one false move and the wheels can come off.
Break. Time. Hey.
What do we got? Why's the ref stopping it?
Hey, right there. Hey, right there, Gilbert, right over there. Hey, dude, I told you twice.
Straight to the back of the head of Gilbert Smith. Caution here.
Back of the head. I warned you twice. I'm gonna give you another warning.
Gilbert now got to pay attention.
Next time it's a point.
He looks very coherent though. Looked at his corner, shook his head yes.
I warned him back of the head. Okay, I warned him twice. I told him this is his last warning. Next time he gets a point. You take your time, okay? Hey, over here, dude. You ready? Okay. Hey, watch your points, okay? Hey, plus them up. Be clean now, okay?
Tracking roundhouse to the upper right rib cage from the Serb. And there's that left high kick again.
Got to step inside of those kicks. Got to step inside and use his hands just like that.
Jumping roundhouse, Velickovic. Jumping knee. Gilbert wants to duke off the cage. Good hook. And there's the return from Gilbert Smith. Striking roundhouses here. High knee from Velickovic. Gilbert trying to bull rush him. Final seconds of what has been a cracking first round.
Break, break, break. Doc, check his nose. Look at his
Nice deep breath, my friend. Nice and relaxed today. You look fantastic.
Yeah,
Velickovic changing the momentum of this fight. Watch it go right over the top of the fingers, clipping right on top of the head, and drop him like a sack of potatoes. Gilbert sees him coming, though, and trying to recover. Here it is again. That's why you've got to block those round kicks with two arms, the opposite arm from the side you're going to get kicked on. Got to bring that arm across and let that shin bone hit the meat on that forearm first before it impacts the side of your head and your other arm. Otherwise, that can happen.
Stay inside of those kicks. You got to get on the inside.
Gilbert Smith was getting the better strikes in the first part of the round. The latter part of the round was Velickovic. And he takes it 10-9, says Pat Milicic.
That knockdown's what won it for him. It was all Gilbert up until that point.
High left round from Velickovic. Outside leg kick from Gilbert. Both men looking for a takedown here.
Both guys pummeling for inside control here.
Chopping down for a single, Velickovic.
Trying to turn him. Good balance by Gilbert. Now he's got the underhook, turning him. Way to muscle out of that.
Velickovic, who was discovered through a reality show in Serbia, named Road to the Ring of Fire, organised by RFA's Sven Bean, which Bojan Velickovic won, scored him a fight here in Denver to kick off his US career.
Imagine that, a house full of 32 tough Croatians and Serbs, and he was the final guy.
Bad enough just hanging out with you, Pat. 14 Muay Thai fights, Velickovic, 12-2, 8 knockouts, his record in Muay Thai. Last Muay Thai fight was in 2010. He's been doing the hard yards in prep for this one, sparring Robbie Lawler.
That'll certainly get you ready. Velickovic using a lot of energy in this round. He's been fighting for these takedowns. Gilbert so far been successful in stopping him. We'll see who's going to burn the most gas. Got the hands locked, see if he can hoist him up.
Double leg here from Velickovic. Nothing happening there for him.
Gilbert obviously very strong hips and legs, able to shut that stuff down.
Stay busy, come on, guys. Don't grab his shorts.
High Side chamber on the left knees here from Velickovic.
Gilbert got to move his feet. The referee was going to step in and stop the action. I don't know what stopped him from doing that. But Gilbert finally horsing himself out of there. Gilbert looking for that ankle pick. He's driving hard into that lower body. There he goes, back to the single. Smart move.
Second right hand not getting through. Don't forget, folks, immediately after the fights tonight, join Kenny and Bas live from LA. It's Inside MMA in a whole new time slot and plenty of action and great interviews. Single leg here from Gilbert Smith.
Way to work. Shut down all of Velickovic's takedowns and then got his own.
Under a minute remaining in the second round. First round went the way of the Serbian Velickovic.
Gilbert knowing he has to keep that back leg, wasn't able to keep it though. Oh, nice. Duck out. Beautiful. Gonna make it work for him now.
Knee from Gil Smith.
Hey, let go of that cage! Break,
Nice
break,
knee.
break, time,
He's gonna
time.
warn him or take a point for holding onto the cage.
Gilbert, hey, Gilbert,
Doing
right
that
there.
a lot there.
Time. Hey,
So there was a caution
1 point,
early on for hitting the
grab the
back of the
cage.
head. This time a point
1
deduction
point, grabbing the
for
cage.
Velickovic, and a very good choice
1
here by the
point,
referee,
grabbing the
Pat.
cage.
Yes, good call by the referee.
Don't grab the cage again, okay? 3 times I warned you, okay? Up. You ready? You ready? Fight! Break!
End of the
break.
round.
You're taken away. You know what I mean? That's your raise, feet are moving. He does not want your striking, my friend.
I don't want your back on the cage. Do not go on the cage at all. Don't even do anything against the cage. Make it a striking match. You have to strike, use your distance. Strike, use your distance. In and out.
You're down 1 point, okay? Under
technique. Nice and tight punches. Throw it at the neck. Right? Keep
This
working.
round, I need you to finish, work to finish this round. Listen,
Everything you got right now.
right now, baby.
Come on, baby.
Win this fight, baby. Come on, Bill.
Tonight round, that point deduction coming off Velickovic in the second.
Gilbert winning the round anyway, and the point deduction makes it a 10-8. Velickovic had some work to do.
High left roundhouse from Velickovic.
I think Gilbert's looking out for that one.
Nice counter right hand there from Gil. He comes forward again, hooking punches. They clinch up. Gilbert backs the Serb against the cage.
Punched himself into that nicely. Gilbert did. Feels confident about getting the takedown against the cage because of the end of that last round, being able to stop all the takedowns during the entire second round from Velickovic and then getting his own. There he is, nice.
Single leg takedown from Gilbert Smith.
Got to get moving. Get that duck again, get his head, there we go, out, nice. Break him down here. Good job, see how he's hooking the foot on the far leg. Now he's crossing him, staying tight to the hip. Good work by Gilbert here. himself centered up. Can't lose position here.
And now Gilbert on his back.
Yep, good. Look at him working. Crawling back to the cage. Wants to get up to his feet here. Nice work by Gilbert.
Time. Hey, Gilbert, right there. Gilbert, right there. Hey,
Breathing heavily here, Gilbert Smith.
Hey, Clippers.
That's a big machine. Needs a lot of oxygen, buddy.
Just going to fix up the taping on the glove here of Velickovic.
Hey, up, Gilbert. Hey, flank.
Stomps forward again. Big Gilbert Smith.
Oh!
Overhand left by Gilbert. Just trying to monster Velickovic.
Velickovic getting wise to that single leg. Trying to keep wrist control there.
Hey, don't grab that cage.
Look at Gilbert lifting his leg with one arm. He's strong, man. That dude has got some power. Oh, trying for the key lock.
And Velickovic locked the submission on the right arm here of Gilbert Smith.
Gilbert got that hand inside of his own thigh there, blocking that submission. Smart. He had to scramble a little bit there to get there. Good stuff by Gilbert. Looking for the triangle. There's that leg's trying to pull out. There it is. Oh, Gilbert, nice job slicking out of that.
Stay busy.
Who do you have ahead
Gilbert.
so far in this final round, Pat?
I think Gilbert's doing it. Gilbert's landed the heavier shots, got his takedown, controlling on the ground here. Nice work by Gilbert Smith. Job stepping over that leg to half guard. Now he's got him trapped against the cage. Velickovic can't move his hips now. He's stuck.
Gilbert Smith inside of half guard. Right hands from him.
Stay busy, Gilbert.
Every time we watch Gilbert, I like him more and more,
Don't
Michael.
toes in the cage.
Yeah. Entertaining guy. Real nice guy outside of the cage. And hardly even a boring fight.
Look at that, using that half Nelson to shut him down. Taking his back now.
Gilbert trying to get both hooks in here.
Oh boy.
Can he choke out Velickovic?
His biceps are so big, I don't know if he can fit it in there.
Half a minute remains. Velickovic nowhere to go at the moment. Gilbert Smith just controlling his back.
Yeah, Velickovic was trying to peel that foot out of there. He's grabbing it again, trying to get out. Got to grab the heel though. Can't grab the toes and get it out of there.
It will go the distance.
Break.
And how do you score it, folks? Do you have Gilbert Smith? Do you have Bojan Velickovic? Let us know on Twitter at TV Fights. While you're there, at Chevello Voice, at Pat Milicic. Once again, Inside MMA is live directly after our fights tonight. Join Kenny Rice, Bas Rutten, new time slot. 12:30 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night as Gilbert Smith takes it on Pat's scorecard with that 10-8 second, 10-9 third.
him to that head kick. Boom.
Gil Smith confident. Velickovic looks a little worried that point deduction could severely affect him here. Okay, let's go to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of MMA, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your judge, Ben Ramirez, scores about 28-28, draw. Your judge, Ron Mann, scores about 29-27. And Judge Mark Van Tine scores about 30-26 for your winner by majority decision, Gilbert Jamal.